everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Taylor B Beauty, and this is gonna be a story time of my first fight. Your girl, me, had anger issues growing up, and I did not like to be tried or tested growing up. But I still don't like to be tried and tested, but they come few and far between now. Just a little background knowledge. I started riding the school bus in 2nd grade, so I rode the school bus from 2nd grade all the way to 8th grade. But in 3rd grade, one day, a dark day, this girl tried me. So I'm gonna call her Jessica. Or no, because I know somebody named Jessica. I'm gonna call her Samantha. I'm gonna call her Sharkeisha. So one day, me and Sharkeisha came to the school in 3rd grade, and I had already been going to the school prior to that. So she came to the school 3rd grade, and she lived near me because she got on my same school bus. So we quickly became friends. We would listen to the same music, like with our Walkmans. We would share snacks. We would go to the corner store together when we got off the bus. Yada, 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 yada. In class, we was best friends. All of this. We was close friends. Then one day, she started getting ahead of herself and became friends with one of the older people on our bus. So they was probably like 6th or 7th grade, and we was in 3rd grade. I'm not about to be talking to no 6th or 7th grade because what do we have to talk about? Nothing. So I wasn't talking to nobody. So she's like, running her mouth, talking to the older kids on the bus. And the bus ride was probably like 30 minutes, 35 minutes long because it was my school. We live far away from the school. So one day she decided to start, you know how the school bus will say like no eating, no drinking, no loud music, no bullying, no this and no that. So one day she's like, it say no bullying, and she was trying to show off for all them little 6th, 7th grade girl boys, and she was like, it say no bullying, I'm about to bully Taylor. So I'm like, skirt, Sharkeisha, me and you were supposed to be friends. What you mean you about to bully me? And I used to like to sit in my own seat. Nobody used to sit in my seat with me. Like, I used to sit by myself. I would sleep on the bus. I would do whatever. I would mind my damn business on the bus. She decides to scoot her ass onto my seat and say, I'm gonna bully you. And I'm like, me? Why you about to bully me? And she grabs my hair, and I think I had like 2 ponytails. She grabs the shit out of one of my ponytails and says, I'm about to bully you. And I said, boop. My initial instinct is to boop bop her in her face, and that ignited a whole thing. So as soon as she grabbed my hair, I boop bopped her in the face, and she immediately let go of my hair. But then she's like, wait a minute, I just got boop bopped in the face. So she tries to reach for me again, and I kick this little girl out my seat with both my feet. And this has now gathered attention from, of course, the people that she wanted attention from, the 6th and 7th grade boys, and maybe even 8th grade. And they're like, oh snaps, Taylor and Sharkeisha is fighting. Oh snap, oh look. And I'm like, this is really nothing to see. And I'm really beating her up. Like, I'm kicking her out of my seat. She keeps coming back on the seat. I'm pushing her. I'm grabbing my mom and my brother and my uncle always said, if you want to get somebody off, you go for their neck. So that's what I did. I went right for her neck. I was punching her in her face and in her neck, and we was rumbling, and they was like, oh snaps, girl fight, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, this is really not interesting. Why are you like, why? And somebody was like, oh my goodness, they're fighting. I'm like, this is really not interesting. Why are you trying to draw more attention to it? So our bus driver was really cool. I really liked him. What was his name? What was his name? I'm gonna call him Mr. Chris because I don't remember what his name was. But he was really cool. He used to drive the public transportation bus too, but he drove our school bus too. And he immediately saw that we were fighting and decided to pull over, and we all had to like separate, blah blah blah. When we got to the school, they suspended us from the school and the school bus for 2 days. And I had to call my mom, like, and I was the only person with a phone. Like, I was in 3rd grade and I had a phone. Like, I had a phone ever since I was in, I guess I was in 2nd grade when my mom gave me my phone, maybe 1st grade. And I had to call my mom, and I'm like, Mom, I just got in a fight. Like, I just got suspended off the bus. They kicked me off the bus and I got in a fight. And she's like, you got in a fight? What? With who? And I'm like, Sharkeisha. And she's like, Sharkeisha? Isn't that supposed to be your friend? And I'm like, yeah, you would think. And she's like, well, did you win? And I'm like, yeah, girl, I won. Like, cause her face was messed up. And my face was still really cute. But it really wasn't that big of a deal. But I was just so angry. Like, why would she try me like that as to say she was gonna bully me? What? No. So long and behold, I could not stay at school because this happened in the morning. So I could not stay at school because they suspended me off the bus and at school. So somebody had to come get me. So I called my mom. She couldn't come get me. I called my aunt. She had to come get me because she like worked and lived closer to my school. So I'm telling her, or it might have been my uncle. I think my uncle might have picked me up. And I was like, I had to fight this girl. Like, she was really drawn. Da, 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 da. And he's like, well, did you win? And I'm like, yeah, I won. And then I told my brother, and he's like, well, did you win? And I'm like, yes, I won. Like, why is it always a thing with black families? Did you win when you fight somebody? I don't know. But anyway, so I think that probably was like a Wednesday or something like that. So we didn't have to go back to school till the next Monday. And when we went back to school, she didn't say nothing to me. And it was very close to the winter break. So when school was over and when we ended up coming back for the new year, she did not come back to that school. So I don't know why she didn't end up coming back, but I'm glad she didn't because I hated that girl. Like, she was disgusting. And we were no longer friends when she tried to bully me. That's not it, because I am anti-bullying, but I will defend myself. So this ain't that, and I'm not her, and this ain't that, and I ain't her. So whatever. But yeah, that school bus, that specifically with that bus driver, was very ratchet, because I think it was after that, because this was in like May, I think. He ended up, like, we would drive past another school bus, and one of the people on the other school bus spit through the window onto my bus, and it landed right on my seat. And I was like, oh my goodness. And he was hot, and he pulled the bus over, got off the bus. He was running up the street. He left all of these kids alone, unattended on the bus, and ran up the street. He was like, why would you come and get your kids, your bus driver, get your kids, because they spitting on my bus, da 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 da, blah blah blah. And I was just like, ooh, he's ratchet. But come to think of it, after that, he didn't come back either. So because he left us unattended, he might have got fired. I don't know. But I just hated riding the school bus. I really did. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And then by the time I got to high school, you had to get public transportation, which is even worse. So I don't know what's worse, public transportation or school buses. I don't know. But anyway, that is my story time. My very first story time was the time the nail salon messed up my nails. They were terrible, and I will leave a link down below as to where you guys can see that one, because it did very well on my channel. It got like almost 100,000 views. So if you want to see that video, I will leave it linked down below. And leave some comments down below. What other story times do you want to see? What kind of videos do you want to see? This look is a Black China inspired look. So if you want to see how I accomplished this look, it will also be in the description bar down below. Please be sure to follow my social medias over here, and I will see you guys in the next video.